been like so far and what the expectations for that are?
Well, based on what happened last year, we had our activities being planned on the same day as SPDC, and when SPDC specifically found out that we already had the space occupied, they came to us and we said, okay, we'll work out how we could collaborate and fit everybody in the same space, and it worked out very well. It was very well synergized. So they fed off of us and we fed off of them, and that is something that we've been planning to push this year again. So we engaged them very early on, and it has been a very good process so far. So I guess Mr. Delaney could actually touch on.
Yeah, Mr. Delaney is here on Aladdin's magic carpet.
Yes. All right, thank you.
Right on cue, because we were just here speaking about the collaboration with SPDC and what the expectations are. So, Mr. Delaney, the floor is yours, or the microphone rather.
Yes. Good morning to the listening audience there in Wagerland and who are viewing via the social media platforms. Yes, we saw the need to further collaborate with SKELEC and as it relates to the energy unit. Last year we piggyback off of each other and it was very successful.
Yes.
We shared persons who would have passed through the square on that particular day, and we decided to say, hey, because, and it wasn't by design that we collaborated last year. It was an oversight by the bookings of the square.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so it's only last minute we realized energy in the square. So we said, rather than cancelling, rather than making a fuss, both parties met maybe a few days before the event and said, hey, let's work things out. Let's see where we can, piggyback off of each other. And so this time around we decided to jump on it earlier and decided to say, hey, we map it out that is best suited for both parties, where our entrepreneurs can enjoy and celebrate Global Entrepreneurship Week, which is celebrated the 13th to the 17th of November this year. And so we are happy to partner again with the energy persons, SKELEC, and we want to continue this collaboration because it can only mean well for entrepreneurs and I'm sure for the unit as well.
Now, I want you to take the opportunity as well to speak to some of the types of small businesses that will be there, and just to give the public a further push to encourage them to support the small businesses, as we have already done for them to come to support the energy partners that will be there.
Right. And so we would have put out a call just yesterday afternoon, and we're gearing for 24 businesses. As I left the office, we were at 20 businesses already signed up.
Wow.
And so I don't know if we have to find more room or persons have to share.
I think this square has a lot of room.
Right? And so we have persons who are in the arts and crafts. We have Sasha the artist who does her painting. We have the candle makers. We have food and beverage. We have skincare products. We have jewelry makers. We have some services as well, professionals who are in the consultancy industry. We have persons as it relates to entertainment, persons who are related to sports. So it's a wide range, persons who are into the tourism sector as well. And so it's something for everybody, and we want to, I said, to encourage the general public to come on out. We'll be sending invitations as well to the schools as well, especially the primary schools, so that they can come on out and not only be a part of what we have to showcase from an entrepreneurship standpoint, but also what the whole entire event is all about, and see other, booths as well.
Alright, so this year it's an intentional merger of SPDC as well as the energy unit, and we want to take this opportunity and allow the members of the energy unit to share some advice to whether this is the small businesses, entrepreneurs, as it relates to clean energy practices, or as it relates to how they can become more energy efficient, because it's not just we're there sharing a space, but we want to ensure that it's a full overall collaboration and merger.
Well, most of them would have offices, so they could start there in terms of energy efficiency. LED lamps in their offices would be more efficient. Energy Star air conditioned units in their offices. So that is where they could start when they go looking for energy products, refrigerators, whatever that they will have in their office. They look for Energy Star products.
And even in the production of whatever goods that they might
Yes,
have.
in the product, yeah.
So I would encourage you to invest in energy efficient products.
And there's also room for small business in the energy sector. We have, in fact, you have some small business here that will be displaying it, like Barclays Electrical Services and the new era SKELEC. They are small business, but they are in the energy business. And there's more room for other small businesses in the energy sector. So that is something that we could look at.
So that's a call for you, Mr. Delaney, to get to ensure that we have representation, and just even if persons might want to become entrepreneurs but they might not know what sector they want to come in, they might not know what skill they can invest in, so we can give them that first as well over into the energy sector. So I want to encourage you to invest in energy efficient products so that you can consume less. You don't have to bawl about your SKELEC bill. You can consume less and you can have a manageable SKELEC bill. At this point in time, we're going to open the phone lines just for a brief moment to see if there's anyone who would like to contribute, whether it is to provide support or to ask any questions as we're here discussing Energy Month and specifically our Energy Fair, which will be taking place on the 17th of November at 9 a.m. in the Independence Square. This fair will include energy partners and energy companies, as well as the Diabetes Association, because I think it's Diabetes Month, or they have a day. And we'll also have the showcase of small businesses brought to us by the Small Business SBDC. Y'all are Center or Corporation? Center? Okay, so SBDC. Do we have any callers? GQ, we don't have any callers. So we're going to start to wrap up the program. And I know when I say wrap up the program, everybody's going to start calling in. But in any case, I want us to talk about some of the other activities that will take place during this month before we begin to wrap up the program. And then we'll have final words.
Alright, I can take care of that. So tomorrow we have the preliminary round of our primary school quiz. We have rounds taking place in Bastille, in the east, in the west, and in Nevis as well. Last year we didn't have much of a competition in Nevis, but this year we have we have 5 schools in Nevis that are taking part in the quiz. I don't know if I have time to go through all the schools right now, so I'll leave out that for now.
And if you miss one, that's a problem. So
exactly, yes. So next week is a very big we spoke about advice to the public. Next week we have what we call Unplug Week, which is a campaign to bring awareness of these same advice, and it starts on Sunday. And there's a pledge that we would encourage the public to take part in, that is unplugging your devices that you're not using so that you can cut down on your bill. Hopefully SKELEC does not kill me for having a campaign like that.
The less you consume, it makes your bill more manageable and you can come and pay us. So correct, we have no problem with that. That's correct,
yes. So next week we're going to have it's a virtual campaign, so information will be on SKELEC, on SKELEC's social media page, on the ministry's social media page throughout the week. So there's a different theme every day throughout the week. We're going to have the fair, as we've been speaking about, on the 17th. We're going to have a glow walk. The glow walk that we initially said was the 11th has been pushed back to the 25th. That's going to be in Nevis. So there's a glow walk in Nevis, and then we end things off with that conference on the 28th. And that is about it for the activities in St. Kitts. There's also a conference in Jamaica for the CARICOM. CARICOM is having a conference in Jamaica.
And I think the minister is supposed to be a speaker at that conference.
The minister is a speaker at the conference.
I saw that yesterday. And I think my GM is attending as well.
Yes.
Okay, great. Go SKELEC. Alright, any other parting words we want to share, Dr. Browne or Mr. Delaney?
It's just to invite the general public to come out to the square on Friday the 17th of November. And it's basically 3-in-1, the Diabetes Association blood testing, the energy unit, energy fair, and the small business fair, 3-in-1. But also we think we have most of the individuals and organizations that we think of would be interested in a fair like that. But if there's somebody who is hearing me now and they haven't been contacted by us and invited, the invitation is open to them. They could contact the energy unit. We are situated upstairs, the water services department, but they have to do it quickly because we are closing down the time soon. We could end registration.
Can you give a number as well that they can reach all at, an extension?
I could only give my number, which is 6622144 at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So if you want to be a part of the energy field, if you have some energy related business or opportunity or project that you're working on, you can reach out to Dr. Browne, and Dr. Browne will be a good partner for you overall in the energy sector.
They could reach out to us and we'll see how we fit them into the energy field.
Alright, Mr. Delaney?
Yes, I want to echo the same sentiments of my colleague as it relates to the promotion of the fair. It's usually well attended fair, and I don't expect anything less this year. We have increased participation both on the small business end and on the we have heard some new partners and new small business as it relates to energy, and so we want to encourage persons to come on out, support the fair, support the activities surrounding the Energy Month, support the activities surrounding the Global Entrepreneurship Week. You can find our information on our social media page, as well as you can find the link. There are just a few spots left for sign up for to be a part of the show business fair as well. And we on Facebook, as I said, SBDC, Small Business Development Center, and you can just put in a search for us and you'll find us and sign up and be a part of an exciting day of trade fair.
Alright, thank you, Mr. Delaney. Thank you, Mr. Frank, and thank you, Dr. Browne, for joining me on here today for this edition of Power Talk as we speak more about the Energy Month that is taking place in November, the CARICOM Energy Month that is, and the activities that will be happening. We hope that the public participates and support these activities that would have been worked on for a very long time. Several months we have been working on them. SKELEC is a proud partner of the Energy Month Planning Committee and overall of the Energy Unit, and we look forward to joining with our sister utility in Nevis, Nevlec, as we participate in and help with the hosting of these activities. So until we're back here in another 2 weeks' time, please remember that SKELEC is the nation's leading utility provider, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Bye bye.